Welcome back to Football Kings. Today we'll be talking about the future of Tottenham, what Joao Pedro, had to say about the Brazil squad, and we'll go where the conversation takes us. More conversations about Liverpool and possible targets that we sign, and the rumor that has of course been going around today about Xabi Alonso's kind of confirmed appointment at Liverpool. I don't know if that's true, but it's something that has been going around. I saw it on Twitter today. I saw it online all over social media. That for some reports are saying Xabi Alonso there's been a decision and Xabi Alonso has been kind of confirmed or appointed as Liverpool's next coach. But let's get into that conversation. AB saying everyone wants to join Liverpool Kings. You wish. Chevy said every Chelsea player wants to leave. Enzo, Cucurella. Yeah, even Enzo said something about wanting to live in Madrid, right?
Wants to live in Madrid.
Yeah. Okay.
See, Kingsley, they can leave. Anybody that wants to leave during the times that are not seemingly pleasing, then they should not be at the club. We want Bluco to be out. We want Bluco out. Don't get me wrong. That said, if you don't want to, anyways, obviously you value your future more. Obviously, you're a player, you want to win stuff, but there's a place for the badge. Don't score a goal and kiss the badge if the badge means nothing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, right? Say Bluco is a silly institution. I agree with you. Yeah, you say exactly. Thank you, Chevy. I like this comment. It's the same Enzo that was fighting with Mason Mount for living.
You say FSG better ambition than Bluco. That's funny.
He almost even spat on Mason Mount. The same Enzo Fernandez went to print. He has Chelsea logo on his body.
Yeah, but there's no a player can get tired and give up if they feel like the direction of the club is not heading where they expected in the first place.
I think it's just the.
I don't think there's anything wrong with Enzo Fernandez wanting to leave Chelsea. Like, yes,
in
the past he was passionate about the club, and yes, he has the club tattooed on his body.
So what has changed? Because Enzo Maresca left?
It could be that. It could also be a vision thing. It could also be, I'm getting to a certain point in my career. He's getting older. I'm getting to a certain point in my career, and I want
Fernandez.
It's a choice. I want to compete at the highest level. Yes, he's 25. Guys, age sneaks up on you. He has 5 good years until he goes to Saudi or somewhere else. Until he cannot compete on the highest level. He has 5 years left.
French players will not accept him joining Madrid. What does that mean, Drove? What do you mean?
French players.
What does that mean?
What does that have to do with Enzo Fernandez?
I don't know. And also, Garnacho removed his Chelsea profile. So you just look at it. You don't want and Bluco's. Let's go back to Bluco, the useless institution, right? We don't want to turn this into a Chelsea stream. We're just saying that now. We're not going to do that. You understand? Say he was racist towards them.
So the French players being Orient, Chouameni, Mbappe.
Chouameni will probably be sold.
Who else is French? Who else is French in the Real Madrid
team? He will probably be sold.
Who else is French in the Real Madrid team apart from Mbappe, Chouameni? Who else?
That's all. Which other French players is there?
Which other French player?
Camavinga.
Yeah.
Camavinga is French. I thought it's Camavinga. So Camavinga, 3 of them.
3 of them. I mean, it's not that deep, bro. Oh,
Mendy. Oh, there are many.
Yeah, true.
4. Okay. So the key thing is, let's look at it this way. I know why Enzo Fernandez is pissed off. I'm also pissed off. Every single day I'm pissed off. He's pissed off because he knows he has a garbage manager. A manager that is not good enough. He knows that. A player all of a sudden will not just turn and say, I don't want this guy. Pochettino was there.
I think that's not a full picture too. I think you're not looking at a full picture.
Let me give you this.
How many managers have you guys gone through in the past couple years?
Yes. Okay. Yes. That is it.
To who? Yes. Where's that from?
Yes.
Tuchel, Graham Potter, Pochettino. Lampard came for some time, and then
you understand. But I'll give you an example. let's say it's just a rhetorical example. Let's say we replaced Maresca with Luis Enrique. Enzo Fernandez will, no. I'm just saying, no, Kingsley, stay.
Yeah, but
You guys should stay
still
with
the
Enzo
jump from
Fernandez
Maresca
would
to
not
Enrique,
say,
like
no.
okay,
What
fair.
I'm saying now is Enzo
I get where you're
Fernandez
coming
would not
from.
come out
Mm,
and say, oh, I want to be in Madrid. I love to live in Madrid. He will not say
yeah.
all those things. He will not want to leave. He will not even entertain the idea. He liked
Mm-hmm,
Pochettino.
mm-hmm,
He liked Enzo Maresca. Why
mm-hmm.
did he like these guys and why was he said? Because he felt like he had something to learn from them. But when you have a manager, you saw him screaming. Wait, Kingsley, look, stay with me.
I'm
You
staying
saw
with
him
you, yeah.
screaming. You saw him screaming at the goalkeeper. You saw him screaming at the goalkeeper like, if you see you don't have space, why are you playing out from the back? And that's the useless instruction from the manager. But you now say that in the first
Maresca
place,
also played from the back.
why we play at the back? But why is it that
Yeah,
the
but he
second
had
keeper
times when
is
he
the
played from
one?
the back.
Kingsley, he's thrown that ideology out.
Yeah,
He's thrown it out a long time
what I
ago.
don't want to do is make this a whole Liam Rosinio bashing, because that's where
I'm
you're
not
heading,
bashing
and
him, but why
I'm
don't
trying to
you
pause
learn
that,
from
and
the person
I'm
that
trying
has
to
gone
pause that
ahead
and
of
share the
you?
blame. All I'm trying to do is pause that and share the
What blame
blame.
are we sharing? He's
Share the
not
blame to
sharing.
your owners. Your owners have gone
What
through coaches. How many coaches in the past? How many years? Share the blame. Don't put
my
everything on a
owners?
new. You're
Mm,
putting everything on a new Rosinho that just came mid-season. You've
yes,
not given him time and
Kingsley.
saying it's
My
the reason
owners.
why Enzo wants to leave.
Yes,
Enzo has gone
yes.
through
My
different coaches:
owners.
Pochettino, Maresca,
Yes, yes. I
now
agree.
Rosinho is his coach. There is a chance that Rosinho will leave and a new coach will come. No
Yes,
player entering their prime wants to go through this much inconsistency.
but I will tell you
Enzo wants to
something,
compete at the
Kingsley.
highest level. There's no
I
stability
will
in that
tell you.
team.
I will tell you something. Under Abramovich, we also sack coach. Coaches came weak. You can coaches came, coaches went. Coaches, but what was the
Yeah.
difference? Kingsley, what was the difference? We always brought a top manager. That's the problem. That's the problem. Rosinho, to me, Rosinho should not be the one at the helm. He should not. His profile is not strong enough. He's not won anything. How is he going to motivate these players? How is he going to get them to play? He's not. He's not.
You can
Kingsley,
give
and if
Rosinho some blame, but at the end of the day,
Rosinho has, see, Kingsley,
his decision to
the
want to
moment,
leave is
the
not
moment,
solely on Rosinho, is what I'm
yes, but
saying.
the moment, let's look at, we'll move away from this Chelsea conversation. The moment you have a manager that comes in and is trying to make Sanchez play out of the back, you know he's a stupid person. You know that. I don't mean to say that, but yes, that's sheer stupidity because the whole world knows this that he cannot play out of the back. He can't. Several managers have in Brighton he could not. In Chelsea he could not. Under Maresca, Maresca shanked that idea. And you saw under Maresca too, the second keeper has been tried. It wasn't good enough. Then why do you think that your case will be different? That you're somebody that dropped from Jupiter or somebody that dropped from Pluto or dropped from one planet that we don't know about, that your case will be different. The player turned overnight. He turned overnight. He changed. He changed his skin from being a keeper that could not catch any single ball. The only thing good about that second keeper is just his feet. Even the feet, he even made mistake. But apart from that, he's not good at goalkeeping. It's clear. Maresca tried this guy. Maresca never won a match. Maybe the only match he won was with the lower sides in championship with the second
Anyways,
keeper.
for Enzo, I think it's important for
If
him
he
to
wants
chase
to
his
go,
it's
he should
important for
go.
him to chase his
Yeah,
dream. I don't think he should feel any type of way about wanting to leave Chelsea. At the end of the day, if Chelsea
should,
is not looking competitive,
he
if they're
should
not
go.
looking like
Yes,
if they're
that's
not
the
looking
best
like they
thing.
want to bring people that can be good players around him, or bring a top coach, or a top coach that can understand the
He
talent
needs a
around
top
him
manager. He needs a top manager.
set the team well and make them competitive. If that's not the plan, and he wants to win things, he wants to win trophies. He's 25. He should go and
Mm,
do that. If Madrid is your next spot, go to
mm.
Madrid. You will definitely win something. So I don't think Enzo needs to owes anybody anything. I know Chelsea fans will feel some type of way about some Chelsea fans will feel some type of way about him leaving. But at the end of the day, he doesn't owe you guys anything.
I don't feel any type of way.
You might not feel any that way, but some Chelsea fans won't
I
like the
don't.
fact that he's leaving. So
If it's Caicedo that is leaving, it will pain me more because Caicedo. How do I say it now? You see, like Kante, Caicedo, those kind of players are rare. They are rare people to you can't really replace them.
It's your 100 million
But
Enzo now,
En-
so you
Enzo
already you
Enzo
hyped him up,
Fernandez
hyped him up, hyped him up. Now you say
Enzo Enzo
you don't
Enzo
care.
Fernandez, yes, would miss
Mm.
him, but you can get somebody for 70 million that will do the job he's doing.
Fair enough. Drew is
That's what
saying
I think.
John Obi Mikel fires back at Enzo over I love Madrid. Comments. This is Chelsea FC, not a stepping stone. If your heart is already in Madrid, you shouldn't be wearing blue. At Chelsea, we played for the badge, not for a future transfer. Okay,
That's it.
fair enough.
And these owners, they've said something. The reason they allowed Maresca go, one of the reasons, like
Mm-hmm,
if they don't want any player or coach or anybody that is double-sided, if
mm-hmm,
your heart is not in the project, then it's best you leave. That's
mm-hmm,
one of the reasons they just decided to part ways with Maresca. If not, maybe they could have patched the relationship and they could have continued. Do you get? But there's one thing I'll tell Enzo Fernandez. He should not think that he'll be sold on a chip. It's not going to happen. Even Kopama. Kopama is not saying he wants to go. But Manchester United they are propping up interest. Maybe they will put in a bid, but 150 million is the least I expect for those two players. If both of them want to go, they should go. Hazard left Chelsea. Chelsea still won trophies after that. The club is still an institution. We have useless owners now. The club is still existing. These new useless owners will still go. I
mm-hmm.
believe they will still go. They will still go. So that's the thing. He said we would replace him with trash. We replace Jackson. Uh, um, um, Drove. You are better off replacing somebody with trash that plays for the badge than somebody that doesn't want to play for the badge. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But we keep downgrading our squad. We don't have when I come out and say that these people have they've run the club to the ground. We don't actually have money to spend. People say you said, "Oh, I should not say that," but that's the reality.
Anyways,
There's
let's
nothing.
move away from the Chelsea conversation before this becomes a whole Chelsea stream. Let's get into other things we need to talk about.
Mm.
Let's get into the Zerbi to Tottenham before we get to Liverpool conversation. Let's talk about the Zerbi to Tottenham. Is that actually happening? Is that happening? Is that confirmed?
The interest is propping up, like it's getting very serious, right? There's also an article on Defoe I saw also, right? But everything is all speculation, but is getting closer. I think he's the most likely candidate.
The Zerbi. I think the Zerbi can turn things around. I think
Why do you think so?
I think with the Zerbi they get a new manager bounce. Yeah, Drew already put that say the Zerbi will keep them up. I think the Zerbi can keep them up. I think so. Like there's no guarantee, but I feel the Zerbi would. I think he knows what he's doing. Like he knows what he's doing. He's not new to this league. You get what I'm saying? He was at
Mhm.
Brighton. He did his thing at Brighton. Yeah, he had a good moments before he left. I think De Zerbi coming back to the league, he would face teams that he has already faced, right? So
He has an idea of the
he has
league,
an idea of the league. So that being said, he will come in with the right strategy, I feel,
and
and
he
I
will
think
work the players
he will work
because
the players. He's a no nonsense guy.
He hates
I
lazy
think
people.
they would respect him, right? And I
Yeah.
think they would get a new manager bounce to Dezebi. I'm happy I played Spurs right before Dezebi comes in. Not likely to make that much of a difference, but it could. You never can tell, right? Dezebi, you never can tell. But I'm not sure what kind of style of play he'll bring in because Dezebi likes doing this whole passing. I don't know. The last time I saw Dezebi's Brighton, it was all passing, playing from the back, silky
Marseille
football.
was the same thing
He likes those kind
where he
of
was
put
before.
the ball on the
Yeah.
ground and pass and play. Anyways, we'll see what they do. But I personally think it could work as a long term thing. I don't know. I don't
They
know if
might
it's
end
going.
up fighting.
I don't know if it's going to work like super long term, but I think it could work. I think it could work. Actually, I see it.
Say he would go 3-5-2.
If I was his advisor, I would tell him to run away from sports. That's who they are. No ambition. The squad who cannot be motivated by Mourinho, Conte. I mean, who is Dizebi? Who is Dizebi? Dizebi is the same guy that
You
used the whole
them
old heads and misfits at Marseille to at least have a decent time in the Champions League. I think Dizebi can work with. average players. I think he can work with average players. I think he can make something out of nothing. I think Zerbi can do the job. I don't know. Like out of all the coaches that so far coach some clubs have appointed, there are times I've come out and I said, this coach, no, it's not going to work. I don't see it. This is the first time I'm actually saying I see this working. I actually see the Zerbi
In terms
at
of
Tottenham
them
working.
staying up.
In terms of them staying up, not in terms
Or
of
you are just
not in terms of
concerned, you are concerned that the relationship will break down.
guys. Think of it this way. Think of it this way. De Zerbi's job at Tottenham now, 7 games left, is to get 4 wins. Are you telling me De Zerbi cannot get 4 wins?
Um,
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. De Zerbi, he will get a new manager bounce. He gets 4. I bet you he gets 4 wins. He can go the rest of the season unbeaten. De Zerbi can go the rest of the season unbeaten.
can
The rest of the games
he can
unbeaten. AB saying, Kings, you think he can work at Spurs? Oh yeah, hi, my Liverpool. Hold on, hold on,
it's
hold on,
not for
hold
your
on. Wait,
club,
wait.
but it's
I'm
for
not
other
saying
people,
for
your
me.
enemies.
I'm not saying for me. For them, yes.
Oh
For
my
me,
god.
no. I don't care. I don't care for Deservi. Yeah, for me, no. But yeah, I think. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of, since we're already in the Liverpool conversation, speaking about Liverpool, Yan Diomande to Liverpool. I've not gotten a good. I've not done my own like assessment on him on Diomande. I don't think I've watched enough of him to like have a yes or no to that signing. I think that's something I'll have to do. Probably after the stream, I'll take a deeper look into Yan Diomande. But we need a winger. We need two. We don't not just even one winger. We need two wingers. I've been saying this. What I want for my type of winger, and if for those that have watched Yan Diomande for some time, you can tell me if he's the right fit. What I'm looking for in a winger at Liverpool, two characteristics: you're
Hmm.
direct, you can take a man on and beat. You
One
get what
v
I'm
one,
saying? 1v1, you're solid.
the
You understand?
traditional
You
wingers. We don't
dribble
have
at a you
those
dribble
guys.
at a you dribble at a
Ah,
person 1v1 7 times, you win 5.
the days
Seven
of
you win
oh,
7 times, you win 5. You get what I'm saying? 7 dribbles, you have like 5 successful. Is what I'm looking for as a winger
that's
coming
really
into
high.
Liverpool. Yeah,
That's really high.
5, 4. I think is fair.
Bakola too is good though. He
Another
can
thing I'm
Bakola can
another thing I'm
play
looking for
across.
is another thing I'm looking
Mm,
for is somebody that can score. I actually want someone that can score. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for no replacement of anybody. I'm not looking for no Luis Diaz replacement. I'm not looking for Salah replacement. I don't care about those things. What I care about is you can dribble, you can take on, you can have enough successful dribbles in a game.
yeah.
You're direct. You want to move the ball forward. You're not doing all those back
Forward.
passes. You're not looking to pass back.
Or
No, you're
you
looking
don't
to
lose the ball.
you don't lose the ball.
Yeah.
You're dangerous, right? And in the situations where it calls for, you can score.
Mm.
That's what I'm looking for, right? So if he fits that profile, then sure. Drew is saying Olise and Bakola Kings. I think the whole Olise thing is not going to happen.
It's
I don't
not
think I don't
coming.
I don't think
It's
it's
not,
going to happen. I think he's too expensive, and like I don't see it. I don't see Bayern selling him. Ekitike has
mm,
been moving warm on the left wing. Yeah, he's been looking good. Yeah, but I don't
mm,
consider him a left winger though. I don't consider him a left winger, but he doesn't look bad. AB saying he's like baby Semenyo. Enough of all these young talent. They are not embracing the opportunities enough. Go for an established winger. He's 18, right? He's like 18, 18 years
who
old
are
or
the
19
established
or so.
wingers? Who are the established traditional wingers available? Pedro
Let's
Neto,
how many wingers are there? I think I've seen a football creator that actually said there are no wingers right now. Like there are no like
like
how many established
Madueke,
wingers?
Madueke,
No, Madueke, no.
Saka.
Saka Bell is
Like how
struggling these
many
days with form. Who else? Which other winger will you go for?
Semenyo was taken already.
Semenyo
Doku. I feel
taking.
like City have the real traditional wingers.
Doku is at City. I don't see him
Those
leaving
are
City.
the traditional wingers. Which other one? Diomande is another one. But you talk about it's hard. It's hard. Like the era of traditional wingers is really gone.
Anthony Gordon. Okay,
But
I
mm,
see.
okay, Gordon is still a traditional winger too. He is. Gordon is a winger.
It's a club
He's
with
still
Sign
club with
Martinelli.
because he can run.
Fair enough.
He
Fair
can
enough. Fair
run.
enough.
right? So that's the main thing for Martinelli. That running, he just runs in that direction, but he works hard.
Mm.
Can make him work, right? So that's a good thing with Martinelli. So yeah, you heard what Joao Pedro said, right?
Oh, about the Brazil squad about.
Yeah, he said those days we had Ronaldo, we had Ronaldinho, and we
Mm,
had Romario. Right now we have Vini at Real Madrid, we have Raphinha at Barcelona, we have me and
Raphinha.
Estêvão at Chelsea. And I'm like, what? Did you just compare you did you guys just compare yourself with Ronaldo de Lima and all those guys and Ronaldinho?
But let me just play devil's advocate. Let's say he's
Not in
looking at
this
it.
lifetime.
Wait. Let's say he's looking at it from the angle of like this is what we have now, right?
Okay, now we are
And
garbage. Is that what
no,
he's saying? Now
now
we are
this is what
garbage.
we have now, and he believes in what they have now, right? Then we had this, now we have this, and I believe in this. I don't think he's wrong if he comes from that angle because you can't compare these guys to those guys, right? But
But you
if he's coming
compared
from
them
that,
now.
if he's coming from that angle of, anyways, if he was coming from that angle of this is what you have now, I don't think is a. I think that's what they have, and they have to do with what they have, you know.
No, but from the statement, it just seems like, oh, then they had excellent players. Now we have, it's trying to defend. I think there's a general
Yeah,
notion, and everybody just
then we
thinks
are,
that there's no excellent players anymore in Brazil. They don't have any world breakers or any world hitters or world class players
I don't know.
anymore,
It just feels like
right?
maybe these guys do better at club level, but when they come to national level, like something is just missing, and they just don't click like you expect them to click. Because we can't deny the talent in Estevão, the talent in Joao Pedro, the talent in
Mustafa
Vinicius
plays for
Junior,
Brazil. He plays
the
put on
talent
that
in
shirt.
Raphinha. Like these guys are
Yeah.
very, they are
Even
very
Bobby,
talented players.
even Bobby is good. Bobby should go
So
to the World Cup,
yeah, they're very, very talented players.
right?
So I don't think it's wrong for him to say, "Oh, we have these people. This is what we have now. These are the talents we have now. Then we add that. This is what we have now." I think if it's in that way, there's nothing wrong with what he said. But if he's comparing,
We they had that, and now you have this. Means that they are screwed. Brazil is screwed as they are going to the World Cup.
no, I don't. I don't believe so. I
Okay.
don't believe so.
It's,
I don't believe their attack is bad. I don't believe their attack is bad. The
see, they
midfield
need a manager that
is
platforms
strong,
them
but the
like
attack is not bad.
Scolini. Wow. But anyways, for I know we talked about Brazil. Was yesterday we talked about Brazil. I just think you can't be mentioning those players you mentioned and mentioning the ones you mentioned. No matter your comparison, then and now, you shouldn't even mention any of them in the same statement.
It's just I
Because
don't get why with France, right? If you look at
yeah,
France, it feels like even if the
mm,
other guys don't do anything, Mbappe will just step up. Like Mbappe will just have a game. Like if you look at the last World Cup, the final, they were that final, they were already done.
gone and
For
out.
some reason, Mbappe decided to have a moment. That's what you
I
need
think he
at
scored
Brazil.
three goals in
I
like
think Brazil,
from 80
somebody needs to
something
care.
minutes.
The person that used to be the one that cared enough was Neymar. Like Neymar used to care
Yes,
enough
okay,
to
enough.
have a
Yeah,
game to put
game.
everything on the
Yeah,
line for the country. For, you get what I'm saying? Somebody needs
mhm.
to do that. If it's Vinicius Junior, if it's Raphinha, somebody needs to care enough, like care enough to show up in games,
I
even if the
think, yeah,
other people are not stepping up and not doing well.
I,
You are the guy that is stepping into those shoes. But those are tough
yeah,
shoes to fill because they are
yeah,
Neymar
I think,
shoes.
I think like you talk of Argentina
Hmm.
when they think about Messi, even if
Exactly.
Messi is not going to be starting, they just need him in that dressing room. Oh, Messi is with
Yes.
us. We'll go and play.
To do
Messi
it
is
for
with us. Do
Messi.
you
Yeah.
get? Yeah, exactly. So if Neymar even goes, even if he's not going to play a single game, but at least this, oh, Neymar is with us. He can
Hmm.
encourage them even from the bench and all this kind of thing. I think it might help them.
Hmm.
I think so. Even if Neymar is not even, yes, or even Thiago Silva, thank you.
Even if Neymar gets like 10
Yeah,
minutes. in the game or
Yeah,
5 minutes or the end of the
someone
game.
like Thiago
Still
Silva needs to
something.
be there because he's still caught in the same mold or material as those old guys.
Hmm.
Similar. Do you get what I'm saying? Thiago Silva is just being Thiago Silva. I think he moved to Porto just so that he can go to the World Cup. But I'm not sure if they called him for the World Cup. Right. So I just feel like even if you be in the squad, Ancelotti should consider it. He say even Portugal for Ronaldo. I think for now they need to take those guys. Just take them. Ronaldo, Messi, Thiago Silva. You can add
Mm.
Neymar. Let all of them just go to the World Cup. Then a new generation will emerge in the next 4 years. Probably those guys will have been phased out. Hopefully, Ronaldo is not playing at 47.
Hmm.
Surely not, Kingsley. Surely not.
It depends now. It depends on if
Yes.
he's trying to get that thousand. I don't know what he's trying to achieve
Come on,
again.
come on, come on, come on. That would be too old to. Anyways, what I'm saying, there's a 50-something-year-old guy playing in Japanese league, right? There's a 50-something-years old guy playing in Japanese league. So what are we saying?
I mean, it's still impressive that Ronaldo has been able to keep his fitness level, up, given his age. He's in his 40s. To be honest, he barely does anything. To me, does I don't watch enough of Ronaldo, but to me, it's not the same like before. The energy is not the same, but still trying to compete on that level, still trying to do something. I think that's worth mentioning, right? So we just have to see.
Um, the Premier League, we're not having the Premier League this weekend. I think it's the FA Cup that comes this weekend, right? We're having the FA Cup this weekend. Premier League games is next week. So imagine Man U is having like God, Man U is having like how many weeks of rest?
Mm.
11th. Oh my God. I'm just pulling up the fixtures. West Ham plays Wolves, Arsenal plays Bournemouth, Brentford plays Everton, Burnley plays Brighton, Liverpool plays Fulham. Oh, Chelsea plays Man City, another L. Man United plays Leeds, Nottingham Forest plays Aston Villa, Crystal Palace plays Newcastle, Sunderland plays Tottenham. They should get the Zerbi in place for that game because it's going to be a nightmare. Yes, because that's the game they are meant to win because Sunderland has nothing to play for,
Yeah,
right?
they are
They have
staying
nothing
up.
to
It's
play for,
actually crazy that Sunderland they are staying up.
right? They
Wolves,
even have more
Wolves, they are,
points.
Wolves most likely going down. I think Wolves they are going down. I don't see it.
You don't see them surviving.
Nah, I don't see them
Or
surviving.
Wolves, they play West Ham. What of if they win West Ham?
That
What of
that
if
game
they
that
win?
game will actually be very serious. It'll be a very intense game,
That's what
but
I'm saying.
nah. See why are
You
all
say,
these
why are
African countries losing? Thank God we're not going to the World Cup. Yeah, like how Ghana lost to Austria. Is it Austria? Like 5-1 or
Austria
something.
and Germany too? They lost to Germany, I think, today, 2-1.
I know I was hyping up Ghana, like saying that maybe they might do something against it, but at this point,
Clearly, they are not doing anything.
at
They
this
are not
point,
doing anything.
nah, at this point it's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. I think this World Cup would. I've been having that feeling that this World Cup would be one that will surprise us. Some
What
countries will,
way?
some countries will show up and surprise us in certain ways. Some countries will not meet our expectations, like the expectations we have of them. But one thing I know for sure is France. They are extremely
They will not
dangerous.
disappoint us. Even Spain.
They are extremely. I keep on feeling like this is a France Spain final. France, they are
France,
extreme. I don't know
That's
if
if they don't
that's if
that's
they
if they
don't
don't meet
miss before. That's if they
along
don't meet themselves
along the
along the way. Yeah, but
because usually that's what happens. Spain has always been kind of unlucky in World Cups. They always meet a big team in quarterfinals.
that remove
France,
them.
all these, yes.
France, bro. Like I'm
Spain,
not
they've
even.
always
I
just
know.
been
I know.
unlucky.
Yesterday we kind of got into the squad, like the depth of the squad, and we spoke about it a little bit. But looking at the first 11, going against a Mbappe, Dembele, Olise, it's kind of crazy. Are you not thinking of that front three? If imagine you go against a front three of Mbappe, Dembele, Olise, and then Cherky as the 10.
Absolutely wickedness.
What?
Wickedness in high places.
What?
Wickedness in high
No,
places. And
like
you have
the
Mbappe
only
in that squad
the
too.
only thing that is going to limit
They have
France is
players.
the
If they overthink
I'm
it.
if they overthink it, they get the tactics wrong. They just that
No, but their
day for
manager
some
doesn't get the
reason
tactics. Their manager doesn't always get tactics wrong.
for that
That's one
maybe
good thing about
something happens that day
Deschamps.
they don't show up, and like maybe
They play
somebody gets the
badly.
I still don't
He's,
see
let,
it.
let me ask you. Let me ask
I
you this.
still
I'll
don't see
mention
it.
some players. I'll
Mm-hmm.
ask you this. I'll mention some players, and you tell me when did you hear that they never showed up?
Mm-hmm.
N'Golo Kante. Have you heard of a match where he didn't show up?
He will show up. This World Cup, he will show up. He will show up.
Mbappe.
Mbappe will show up. He would rather die. See, that guy would rather die than not show up.
He loves you don't
He
see
loves
he
the
loves
country.
France.
He
Oh
plays
my
for them.
god.
He would rather be
He's a
injured than
he's
not
a
show up.
beast.
He will
He's
show
a
up. He will
beast
show up.
when he plays for.
He will
So
show up.
you look at the other French players, except
Mm.
those younger ones like Doué and all these guys.
But those
The
guys,
rest of
they are
them are
shifty. They are
yeah, but the
shifty.
rest ones are going. They are showing up. That's
You
what
know,
I'm saying.
you even
Dembele is
bring
showing up.
you to bring in Dewey.
Gosh, how do you cope? How do
That
you cope?
squad.
Doué is another natural winger.
That
We're
squad.
looking for natural wingers,
If you say
direct
Andy,
ones.
you see what I mean? If I were Rosinho, it's obvious we should go back. We should just go pack the boss. But then nonsense Rosinho would demand play from back and all that rubbish.
Mm.
I feel like you
Bro,
guys cannot even win. If you guys decide to do pack the boss, I feel like everybody will say, so now you guys are packing the boss. It's
oh, we
becoming
have a
all.
chance. No, if we do counter attacking, go and look at. I know.
Mm,
Look at it this way. There comes a point in a manager's life where you have to just look at the squad you have and speak the truth to
I mean,
yourself.
if
Speak the truth
If
to
Pep has
yourself.
done it, who are you? If Pep has done
We
it in a game,
Thank
who are
you,
you?
thank you. So you just
So,
look at yourself and think about the truth. Like, to be
mm,
honest, if I really want something from this game, I should sit back and counter attack.
yeah.
For Pep Guardiola to throw. Maresca in the last 8 games of last season, he
Mm-hmm,
threw out all his the brother threw out all his tactics because
mm-hmm,
then as at that time he's not made a name for himself. And
mm-hmm,
if he did not get that top four, he'll be fired. It
yeah.
was obvious because that was the minimum target. If he didn't get it, he's gone. So he threw out all his tactics, everything he knew. Counter-attacking football. He was very pragmatic. We don't have the ball, everybody behind the ball.
Mm-hmm,
All those five across, we're not even doing it anymore. We just brothers and sisters. All we want to just do is win. 1-0, we've won. We score one goal, we go and defend. Everybody's just shifting this way, this way, this way, oh, this
yeah.
way. That's what we were doing. Go check our last, but he got good
Mm-hmm,
results from that, right? Pochettino changed the way he played in the final few games. So if Rosinho does not do that,
mm-hmm.
then he shouldn't be a coach at this level. He's being stupid. He should not be a coach at this level. That's the honest. I don't like to use that word because he's gone ahead of many of us, right? But swallow your pride and do what is right. First of all, Jorgensen should not keep for you till the end of the season. Put Sanchez in goal. Sanchez, go long. Every time you have, go long. Find your wingers. Pedro Neto, Estêvão. Give them the ball and let them start that running motion that we need. They can win the ball once or twice. We're in on goal. You are in on goal. That's the truth. Every time Sanchez can find Pedro and anybody that plays on the wing,
Mm-hmm.
you can successfully find them. That's a pure attack that is going to happen. Yes, it is. But you have a manager that wants to play out of the back when it's not necessary. He tried it against Aston Villa, that also does the same thing, playing out of the back. He tried it against them and it worked. And it feels like the tactics will work for every other person. That's just being naive, honestly. Yeah, Blue
Fair
Cross
enough. Fair
recruitment is
enough.
the issue. Groove, that's what I'm saying. Blue Cross recruitment is the issue. So at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, you know that the players, most of them will not give you. Fafana doesn't have legs. It's one and a half legs is working on. Then you expect him to keep a high line, then run back. We saw it against Newcastle. That was evidence. Maresca said it. We didn't believe. Maresca said Fafana plays with pain. He's playing with pain, and you play with pain throughout his life, throughout his career. It's what Maresca said. Then you want Fafana to keep a high line. Then we now start blaming him that, oh, why didn't Fafana run? If he runs, he will do his ACL again and he'll be out for 1 year.
Damn.
He's not going to do that, obviously,
And
because
also,
what
I,
comes
I guess I
around
guess
the corner.
for people that don't understand, like, Fafana had ACL. It was an ACL. Are you
I
sure?
think it's ACL or he broke his leg or something. He broke
Yeah, I'm
his
not sure. I'm
bone.
not sure what his injury was,
He
but
broke
like,
his bone or something
but
like that.
there
It
are
was
two
ridiculous.
different there are two
Bone.
different strategies for the ACL thing, right? And for soccer
Mm,
players, I think they do the
mm,
the one where they add like they take like a piece of your bone or your cartilage or something like that, and they use it
mm,
as your new ACL, and that seems to be the more painful surgery, but it's the more durable surgery, right?
mm,
It comes with some pain because it's on bone. I've forgotten but it's an option, right? Rather
mm,
than taking a graft
mm,
from your thigh. So
mm,
that
mm,
seems
mm.
to be the one that they lean more for athletes, and that's kind of like a lot of recovery, pain, and still could lead to more pain, right? So I can't really blame a player, a player that goes through injury, and to recover from that injury is like a lot, even with the expensive rehabs that they have to do to play with some serious pain, right? Is one of the most difficult things. So these guys are doing to their bodies is extremely difficult. So in as much as Fofana could be doing more in certain situations, you can also understand. I guess I also understand from like a surgical point of view how tough it is, for him as an athlete. So that's crazy. Drew is saying, "Give me Konate on a free to replace Fofa." Drew, bro, like this guy.
As we are now,
Drew is done with Blue Co. Drew
yeah, to be
is
honest, the only rubbish recruitment for
tired
Blue
of
was
a
last
bunch
summer.
of players that are there.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. AB is right. AB is right.
Dilab, Ganacho, Gittins, yeah,
Yeah,
those guys are hard.
that's what is destroying us currently.
But those guys will still be sold, right? Like you said, the guys that don't work with the system will end up moving on,
Brother,
and then you get in, you keep the ones that are good.
brotherly, brotherly. When you buy a, for those that don't know, when you buy a used clothing, it doesn't have a second-hand value. It does
What?
not. It does not. You're not selling Ganacho for nothing. No, who is buying Ganacho? We can't get that 40 million we paid for Ganacho. We're not getting it. Even Gittins, you know what? For Gittins,
Mm.
let me not say anything about Gittins
But
because
Gittins didn't test well for you guys, though.
no, but I
I
saw
don't
him
really
under
think he did
Rosinho.
well.
I saw him under Rosinho.
Ikena
Come
say,
on,
"Give me
stop that.
Estava on a free
Stop
and take
that.
Salah."
We're
No,
already
no, Salah is a free. Oh. You guys are looking for. You don't want your boy to come home.
we can give we don't want.
You don't
Thank
want
you.
Salah to come home.
At this point, he has no
He will
legs.
play as a
He has no
striker.
brotherly. We are
Wait, you
sticking with
play as a
Gittins and
striker
Garnacho.
now. Like you don't need Dilap.
We
Let
don't need
Dilap.
Joao Pedro.
Imagine Salah as your striker.
Okay, should we give you the lap?
No, we don't need Dilap. We give you Salah for free. You give us
Drew
Estava.
say, give me Salah. Oh." Drew is at his lowest point. He will take anybody.
Drew, Drew. Nah, Drew is funny.
Ah.
The
Oh,
Kings is not being sold. That's the issue. But the three cost us
yeah,
like 150
150.
m. I
Yeah.
would rather have one world class player ahead of them.
You have even
No, to
Kingsley.
be fair though, you could have bought
Yes,
Rodrigo. You could have bought Rodrigo for like
yes, you could have bought
90
80 million.
mil
Kingsley, you could have
instead
even
of
bought this guy in
Gittins.
AC Milan. You could have bought this guy in AC Milan.
Leao. You could
What's
have
his
bought
name?
Leao.
Liao. Pay 90 million, 95. Put Liao. Then buy a young guy.
Yeah. Bring
Brotherly,
in
you're set.
Leao. Hmm.
Okay, Liao, even Liao and Garnacho would have even been okay for us. Or
Okay.
Liao and Gittins. We'll still manage those two. But at
Okay.
least you have someone solid. You spend 90 million and the other one, the balance, but not on
But
three garbage
I
players.
think it's
Then
clear they don't really want to go for. I don't think they are leaning established though. I think it's clear. He said, "I will take Salah. Have you heard about his professionalism? That guy is a monster. That will rub off on young squad. Yeah, Salah is different, bro. Like
yeah.
different gravy. different gravy. The guy is a true professional. Like it takes a lot. Salah's career is, to me, is discipline.
It's
Like
professionalism. It's like Lampard.
Salah exudes discipline, bro.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
guy is very disciplined. So yeah, we would have got Kante.
See, and Kingsley, now we have changed our season.
I would
I
take
swear.
Leao ahead of them three. Of course. Who
Kingsley,
wouldn't take Leao, bro? I would take
oh,
Leao. Who wouldn't take Leao?
oh,
Everybody,
God.
anybody
That's
take Leao.
another
I think
traditional
the
winger.
problem with that is
That's
the
another
problem with
traditional
Leao is
winger.
Leao that year valid. The problem with Leao is I don't think he will leave the comfort of Milan. I don't think he will
Why?
leave. I don't think he
What's
will leave
he doing in
AC.
Milan?
I feel like he has had
What's he
multiple.
doing in?
Is it just me or Leao has had multiple opportunities to leave AC Milan? He just did not leave.
He
Right?
has not seen the right opportunity.
I don't think
Oh,
he
we
will
take
leave.
Rudiger. Maybe we should go back for Rudiger. At
Would
this
I
point,
take Rudiger on a free?
yes.
I
Kingsley, I
don't
will take him.
know.
I would for
Rudiger
my squad. I will take him.
is the
See
prem
my
though. Is the
defense.
prem.
Have
Is
you
the
seen?
prem. Is the
Oh my
prem. Is
God,
Rudiger not
Kingsley.
a pace short?
I
Is he
have
not a
no
pace short?
defenders. I
Anyway,
have
he's
no
better than all your
defenders.
defenders, to be fair. He's better
Yes.
than all of them. See, I mean, Salah has a nitro chamber at home. I can bet that guy is not going to Saudi. He's too much of a competitor. That guy is like Liverpool buy. Let me go somewhere and have like 30 goals, 30 GA. We'll be
Kingsley,
surprised. Salah will go somewhere else and have 30 GA. I know
I will
Ikena will
even
not
tell.
believe that, but
I won't tell you this. Kingsley, I will even tell you this. I will even take VVD with his mistakes, combine him with Rudiger.
oh, VVD is still good, bro. Like, what? Yes, he makes mistakes, but it's just this season.
Konate, I will take Konate and Rudiger.
Why,
Two
bro?
frees.
Konate is solid. It's just inconsistent. But yes, Konate is not. I don't know where his head is at, but Konate on his day, that's a wall. You're not going through, bro.
Beast. Big
You're not
beast.
going through. When I saw how Konate was on Brobby, I was like,
Damn.
this brother.
He had him on. No,
Nah,
the thing with
Konate was
Konate is
on
if
Brobby. I was
Konate
like,
makes
no,
up his mind, he
you're not
makes up
getting
his mind
through.
on that day. Hey, brotherly.
But the only problem with Konate is that he's erratic. Like sometimes he overcommits, and
He's
that's
doing his
just where
job,
you get
Kingsley.
him.
Have you seen John Terry? Have you seen John Terry defending? He's not erratic. He's doing his job. I'm serious. You've not seen John Terry defending.
I
As
mean,
a
I get
defender,
it, but
you are going to
mm,
you need to make the person, the opponent, know that you are around.
mm,
You don't want them to try anything. They will have a fun field day. They try those stupid dribbles. Let them realize that there's someone here that is here to shut things down. One or two times, even if one is rash, then you'll be like, do I rather keep doing this thing, get an injury?
mm,
Do you all those things start cropping into because players also care about they don't want to get injured. Some players
mm-hmm,
do care, right? Or they start considering their option. Maybe I should go through Van Dijk's side. But
mm,
if you don't put your stamp on the game and say you are here, brother,
yeah.
they will run you. They will run you to the
Drew,
ground.
Drew be saying bye back Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa is a beast now.
Bye
I
back
still in
Kwanzaa.
defend it. Is a beast.
I was telling you
Oh,
here that
Kingsley
Kwanzaa.
is
You're like, hey, Kwanzaa, this Kwanzaa.
is
I
a
don't know why
beast.
I don't know why Anislo did not believe in
Is
this guy.
an
I don't know
slot.
why Anislo let Kwanzaa. I don't know. I don't get it. Kwanzaa should have been a long-term thing. Anyways, I don't know if it was a pure profit thing, but Kwanzaa should have been in a long-term plan for us. Kwanzaa is the guy that is going to replace Konate, any of these guys. There's no need for us to buy a defender if we have Kwanzaa. VVD can go on the bench, you play Kwanzaa. Well, maybe not VVD, but Konate can go on the bench, you play Kwanzaa. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, anyways, maybe that Leverkusen and that freedom has given him a chance to really mature and grow. So maybe he needed
Yeah.
that to step away because Liverpool, too much pressure and everything. But we'll see.
Say United's benefactor. What does that mean? What does that mean? Chevy, I don't understand this statement.
What's United's benefactor?
I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyways, like Kingsley, at this point in time, I just any free transfers we do now, right now. Right? Cucurella wants to go to Barcelona. How nice. Enzo in Real Madrid, Cucurella in Barcelona.
You say he passed
Oh,
to Bruno for that guy. It does not matter, bro. The past is the past. Defenders make mistakes.
oh
You say
my god.
Cucurella wants to go to Barcelona. I See, at this point, right, when I think of Chelsea, the question I ask myself is what project is being sold to the current players that are there?
Exactly. When you are
That is
bringing in
important.
Gittins and the lap.
That is important. What project is being
Yeah,
sold to the
yeah,
guys that are
yeah.
there?
I think
If
they
the
lie
guy,
to
these are
them
human
actually.
beings. If the guys
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
the
They
project
are
that is
being
being
lied
sold to
to.
them is
They
not
are lying lied
is
to.
not
What they are
aligning with
seeing,
the vision they have for
what they
themselves,
um,
they can leave.
exactly.
You can't hold anybody
Yeah,
hostage because you're Chelsea
yeah.
FC. Enzo Fernandez is 25. He's about to he's getting into his prime, right? I
Mm.
think he should go somewhere else. Go to Real Madrid. I think he would be a huge addition to Madrid. He would be a huge addition to that midfield. I think Madrid, they are struggling in terms of midfield. You bring in Enzo, have a midfield of Enzo, Chouameni, Valverde. I think that's a solid midfield right there, right? You have
It is yeah.
with Trent. I don't know if they'll go for I don't know what the future of Carvajal is, but
Mm.
what is the project? What's the project that has been sold? AB saying Baka has no money, then players are just dreaming. So the project is guaranteed money for many years. Guaranteed money for many years.
That's a lot. Debt through contracts. Unfortunately, they've
these
signed
are
their
just these are
future.
just golden handcuffs. Is basically what it
Mm.
is.
Enzo,
Golden
in fact,
handcuffs.
we should have a picture with Enzo with the handcuffs. Then
But
Ekbal is
but
smiling. Every
Enzo is
smile.
a what it gives me is Enzo is a competitor. You can see it on his face.
Yes, he wants
He
to win
loves to
stuff.
compete.
He wants to win stuff.
And if
And
he
some of
thinks
all
he's
these
going to win
guys
that,
that are with
Chelsea
him,
might not be it for him.
you know what I think? I think what the club needs to, because Rosinho coming, those results becoming bad. I just think it upsets the dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
It's upset. It just feels like we don't have, and it is. Imagine how it pains the fans. How would it pain the people that are coming to the club week in, week out? You
Mm-hmm.
come in, you are seeing the lap. I'm like, bro, what are you trying to do? Is that a first touch? Because players, they sense all these things, right? You think
Mm-hmm.
they don't, but they do. They know which players are good enough to their level to improve them, and they know which players are just, I'm not sure you should be here. Do you get what I'm saying? And they kind of move in cliques. Is what happens at young youth level, is what happens at senior level. It's the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you see the lab and like, oh brother, is that a good first touch? He doesn't have a first touch. You see Gittins and like I've seen Enzo Fernandez shouting at Gittins in a game. Not once, not twice. Not once, not twice. I've seen Kukurela shouting at Gittins in a game, but Enzo, I've seen him shouting at him. Like, brother, you are meant to make the run this way. And it's like, oh, I didn't know. Do you get what I'm so look at that?
And Enzo being captain material, he
Oh,
can definitely be a captain somewhere else. Say tell Enzo to keep
no,
dreaming.
no, no,
Madrid
no.
will take Rodri ahead of Enzo. Mark
But
my
they've
word.
already said they are not interested in Rodri. They can take Rodri. Rodri has no legs.
Rodri is Rodri is at
Nah,
the end.
except he's on a free transfer.
I feel like Rodri
Free
is at the
transfer.
end. Is at the end.
Free transfer. Nah. Rodri doesn't do anything for you.
Mm.
It's not what they want. I'm telling you. Had it been Rodri was still Rodri, you take him ahead of Enzo Fernandez. I
Mm-hmm.
would even take him on a free and let Enzo Fernandez go for 100 million. But Rodri is no more Rodri. In fact, you know one thing? I will even take Kante. Seriously, I don't mind Pierre Kante and Caicedo in the midfield. Sell Enzo
Mm.
Fernandez for 120. Yes, that's a good deal. Because I'm sure Kante will give me one solid year of running, or even 1.5 years of running.
Mm. Yeah, I see you. I see what you mean. I see your point.
See, and the Enzo so wants to be the captain of Chelsea. Oh, he wants to be the captain of Chelsea. He's using all them noise to negotiate. He can't be
But
captain of
why just
Chelsea.
to be captain? I feel like that's too far
No.
fetched, though.
He wants more
Just to
money.
negotiate.
He wants more money. It could be. It could be. No, no, no. Andy, so you believe Madrid? Did you hear that? No. Madrid is not going to spend 150 million on Enzo Fernandez.
When they can get him for free,
That's
but they can't get him for free because he has a lifetime
not getting
contract.
him for free.
He has a lifetime
He's
contract.
on handcuffs. Do you get? Even all this Palmer and all these guys, they are not getting anybody on the free. That's the only good thing Bluko has done. They tied everybody down,
They give them that
right? The
perpetual
only
deal,
person, the only person that is safe
lifetime
and can run
contract.
is Cucurella because Cucurella has not extended.
Mm,
I think Cucurella has maybe 2 years left or 1 year.
mm.
So, and Cucurella turned out to be good. Sometimes, someone like, I have the feeling that Gittins might end up turning out to be good. He needs the right manager.
Fair
No,
enough.
no, I'm serious,
Fair
might.
enough. Fair enough. Fair
Because
enough. Fair enough.
I saw him 1, 2 games under Rosinho on the right hand side. And I was like, okay, okay. Do you get what I'm saying? It wasn't, I just think that for Maresca, the
Mm,
instructions to Gittins was just too complex for him to comprehend.
yeah. Ike I say who uses Madrid to get captaincy, he's either tweaking to get Madrid's attention or his mouth is now too big for more money, like Andy said. Yeah, it has to be one of
It's
the two.
money.
It
It's
has to be one
money
of
he's
the two.
looking for.
Either money
Money, or he wants to
or he
go
actually wants to go to Madrid.
to go to
But
Madrid.
but when was the last time we saw Madrid spend 100 plus?
The last time Chelsea sold to them that amount, they didn't. Nothing turned out. Hazard, nothing. Yeah, They've not spent big money in years. Kingsley, have they? I don't
And
think
that's
so.
why I'm asking. Like
No.
in the most recent windows, we've not seen that happen. AB saying he wants to be Chelsea's captain, he wants more money, he wants to win big trophies, he wants the club to buy better players. But,
Actually, you know one thing
but
I think, Kingsley.
yeah,
You know one thing I think. I'll allow you to talk. One thing I think is there might be some truth about AB's statement in the
no, but
sense that
100 million,
they
there's nothing
will
in 100
they
million.
would they would get him, with all the noise that is happening, they would get him to the table with his agent and say, look, we want you to stay at the club. What would make you stay and be convinced about this project?
I think they have to sell him on the project, right? Or about the
Again, they
players
need
and
to
different
sell him on
things.
the project again, and they need to top up on the money
But also Enzo,
because
there's a limit to
they
this
are
shouting, right? There's a limit to this, I'll leave, I'll leave, I'll leave, I'll leave. There's a
they
limit
had
to it,
50K more.
right? I
They
feel
had
like he
50K
needs to,
more. We need to buy it.
yes, he can push the needle, but it's only so much you
It's
can
too
do
much.
with I want
Yeah,
to
I
leave,
think
right?
it's not good. Yeah, yeah.
Because you keep doing that, you lose the confidence. You start losing the confidence. You start losing other people's confidence, right, in you. I guess I don't know how the best way to word that, but there are people around him, right? Other players he's playing with. If he keeps on saying he wants to leave, then it's just like
They
he's
did.
crying wolf, right? Every single time he wants to leave, okay, go. Right? People start losing that trust and confidence. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, final thoughts.
Maybe you go first.
All right, final thoughts for me. I've been saying this, guys. Liverpool is very, very important. I hope they do this, right? If I could make one wish,
Mm,
my wish: two wingers, a center defensive, midfielder, two center
mm,
backs. That's what we need
mm,
right now. It's compulsory. We need, even if you don't get two center backs, a center back. Very, very
mm,
needed. You only he'll come back. We want that, right? We need a DM. We need somebody that is going to come into that midfield and give us some depth between Gravenberch and McAllister. If Gravenberch gets injured, who is replacing Gravenberch? Who is going to do that work, right? You also need to rest these players. You need to rotate them. You can't be playing him every time. We need somebody there in that midfield, more for the defensive job. Then wingers, the two wingers, I've said it. I want guys that are direct. I want guys that can take people on. I don't want guys that are,
yeah.
passing back. I want guys that are looking to score. You know, their mouths, they are lethal. Their mouth is salivating to score goals. Those kind of wingers. You get what I'm saying? Those guys are direct and they're almost like forwards. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. Some aggression. So that our attacks, it can be something in our attack. Every single time those guys are running at you, it looks like there's an opportunity, right? They are trying to create chances for you. That's what I'm hoping for. So that's from Liverpool side. Zerbi to Tottenham, I think is a good move. I think Zerbi will give them a new manager bounce. What Tottenham need to stay up 4 wins. If they can get 4 wins, they stay in the
Yeah.
league. Believe it or not,
I
guys.
think they
4 wins
stay.
stay
Yeah.
up. So
I think
that's
that's enough.
that's exactly what they need. And I think Zerbi can give them that. He knows the league. He's not a newbie
Mm,
to this. He knows how to work with misfits and average guys. Why not Zerbi? I don't see the reason why not. I think it's a good call. But yeah, those are my final thoughts.
Anyways, I'll just remind Joao Pedro that please do not compare yourself, Vini, Raphinha, and Estêvão
Hmm.
to Ronaldo, Romario, and Ronaldinho. Those players were different beasts. Just play with your teammates, right? That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Look out.
Okay.
Mm.
Shout out to AB, Hyman, shout out to Jordan, Ikena, Drew,
Chevy,
Chevy, Dorcas.
Dorcas,
Who else came on the live? Who else came on? That's it. Shout out to you guys, man. I appreciate you guys for commenting. We'll see you guys tomorrow. If you've not done so, please like this video. If you're new here, subscribe to our channel. We're trying to hit 10K before the end of the year. I appreciate you guys. Take care. We'll see you guys same time tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys.